Hi class, let's take a look at this problem here. We're being asked to construct a 90% confidence interval around a proportion. Remember that we have three primary unbiased estimators in statistics: mean, proportion, and variance. So we probably will not see many requests to generate CIs around variances. Primarily, it's going to be means and proportions, but they want proportion here. We want a 90% CI. They tell me there are 10,000 total deaths, and 4,964 of them occurred in the week before the holiday. So in this case, success is having a death during the week before the holiday. So that really isn't a positive thing, but sometimes in these types of problems, success can really mean failure, or it can be a negative thing, and that's evidently true for this particular problem. The person who sent me this question asked me whether or not this can be solved using technology. They were actually using a pencil and a paper to solve this, and indeed you can use a pencil and paper to solve this, but what I will tell you is don't let me catch you doing that. Okay, I want you to use technology to solve these problems. I want this to be about your interpretation, and let the technology do the heavy lifting. Let the technology make the calculation. So let's take a look at StatCrunch here. We're going to let StatCrunch do this for us. Go to Stat, Proportion, One Sample with Summary. Number of successes is 4,964, and there were 10,000 people surveyed. And we want a CI, and specifically we want a 90% CI, so that's going to be 0.9, and compute. And right here is my answer. So to 3 decimal places, the lower limit is 488 and the upper limit is 505. So 0.488 to 0.505. And based on your result, does there appear to be any indication that people can temporarily postpone their death, to survive the holiday? Well, clearly, when someone dies, okay, or being dead or alive, it's kind of a 50-50 proposition here, right? Okay, and I guess, notwithstanding any other kind of mitigating influences, whether you die or whether you live is basically a randomized 50-50 proposition here. So in this case here, since 0.5 is within this CI range, so 0.5 is within this interval, we're going to have to say no, okay, because the proportion could easily be equal to 0.5. It's within that range. The target population proportion could easily be in this range, okay? Remember, I don't know what the target value is. I don't know what the population proportion is. The CI basically creates two values in which I am 90% confident that the true value is somewhere in there. But it doesn't mean that it absolutely is in there. It means that the odds are stacked in my favor that it is. So it could be any value in there, and specifically it could be 0.5. The interval is not less than 0.5 the week before the holiday, so therefore no is going to be the appropriate response. Thank you.